Be me. Try me. Meet this guy in my college biology class. Not flashy, not super social, quiet. Always showed up early, took clean notes, wore the same jacket every day, weirdly charming in a stable, old soul kind of way. Started talking because we sat next to each other. He made me laugh, asked me questions no guy had ever cared to ask. What made me feel safe? What I wanted out of life. I said, I don't know yet. He said, that's okay, I've got time. We started dating. No big first kiss moment, just natural. He never played games. If he liked me, he told me. If he was busy, he said it. Never ghosted, never breadcrumbed, just honest. I wasn't used to that. At first, I found it comforting. But over time, I started calling it boring. He wasn't like other guys. Never posted thirst traps. Didn't chase clout. His Instagram was like 6 blurry photos from hikes and barbecues. He'd rather stay in and cook than go clubbing. I would bring me coffee when I had cramps. Rub my shoulders when I studied. Once hand-built a box to hold my sketchbooks. Like, literally made it from wood. I posted it on my story. Girls were like, OMG husband material. I laughed and said, he's too much sometimes. They said better than too little. But I didn't listen. We dated for 2.5 years. Never had major fights. But I started pulling back. Told myself I needed space to grow. He didn't resist. Said, I want you to be sure. If it's not me, I'll be okay. Why was that worse than if he had begged? We broke up. I posted a selfie with the caption, leveling up. Got tons of fire emojis. Girl I barely knew DM'd me, proud of you, sis. Everyone assumed he did something wrong. He never said a word publicly. Just disappeared quietly. Unfollowed me. Never blocked me. Still watched my stories for a while. Then stopped. Jumped back into dating. New guys were exciting. Musicians. Guys with tattoos and fast opinions. Guys who said things like, you're dangerous. And, I don't do labels. We'd go out. Make out. Pretend to connect. But none of it felt safe. Not like before. One guy said, you're intense in a hot way. Another said, I don't believe in relationships mid-hookup. One asked me what my trauma tier list was. Felt like I was living in a parody. But told myself, this was freedom. That this was what single life was supposed to be. Missed my ex, wrote texts, and deleted them. Drunk dialed him once. He didn't pick up. Never mentioned it. About a year later, was scrolling Instagram. Saw a friend's tagged photo. It was him. Clean shave, button-down shirt, arm around a woman. She looked normal. Like, real. Natural hair, soft smile, hand on his chest. Caption, found someone who makes the quiet feel full. Comments full of love. His face looked calm. Not performative calm, real, settled calm. Felt like someone punched me in the stomach. Went through her profile. She was a teacher. Posted books, tea, hiking pics. Nothing flashy. The kind of girl who bakes banana bread for no reason. The kind of girl who would have made fun of me in college. Or maybe the kind of girl I would have made fun of. Not because she was lame, but because I knew she could keep a man. I started spiraling. Compared her every post to mine. She wore cardigans. I wore corsets. She posted scenery. I posted selfies. She looked held. I looked thirsty. Opened a notes app draft. Wrote him this long paragraph. About how I miss his voice. His steadiness. How the world feels cold now. How no one looks me in the eye anymore. Never sent it. Friends still say I'm killing it. That he probably settled. That I'm too dynamic for one man. But every guy I date now either wants something casual or is too broken to even call me after. One told me I look like a red flag but in a fun way. I laughed. But it stuck. Haven't been in a real relationship since. I haven't been called beautiful without makeup on since. Haven't been cooked for or looked at with patience. Or seen as a future. Only a night. He never came back. Never checked in. Never did the I miss you loop most men do. Just Moved on. Built something. While I kept scrolling, TFW, I left a guy who saw me fully. For men who only see me halfway. TFW, I thought I needed more, but ended up with less.